San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. The season reaches a conclusion, both of these teams trying to finish with a victory in the Alamo Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room. The coverage unit wasn't having it. So Western Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Left side is Buckley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Selling the fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. He uncorks one deep. Upstairs he's got it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Wants to throw again. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Western Michigan, 7. Wyoming, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Cowboys offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Looking downfield, it's Hughes. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's up to 25. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass. It's Hughes. Rolls right. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide right, it's Richardson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Got to make the play on fourth. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Release to the back. Got a man. It's Buckley. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and the returner is stopped. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Finds his man. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Moves the pocket. It's Lowry. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Hughes. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Broncos, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Buckley.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Fires to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Harris. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Hughes. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Left side is Richardson. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle. And
it's picked off, and that's number 10. Breaks into the open. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Lowry. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try to run it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Wyoming. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. And the returner goes down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's Buckley. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on defense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. This is a designed run. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Sells to fake. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lowry. That one just came off his hand badly. Second and long here. Powers through the defender. Runs through a man. He might have space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Could not make his way to the corner.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not